Good morning, students. Today we will start new chapter, that is chapter number 5, water. All of you know that water is very much essential for our life. We need water everywhere. Without water we can't live. So, in this chapter we will learn about water cycle, distribution of water, ocean circulation means waves, tides, and ocean currents. So let's start. The heat of the sun changes water into water vapor. This process is called evaporation. Water vapor being lighter rises up. When water vapor cools down, it condenses and forms cloud. When a large quantity of water vapor condenses, water droplets in clouds become too big and heavy. The air is not able to hold them, and so they fall to the earth as rain, snow, hail, or sleet. This process is called precipitation. Water continuously changes its form and circulates between ocean, atmosphere, and land in a process known as the water cycle. The earth is like a terrarium. The water that was present centuries ago on the earth still exists today. You may find it interesting to know that the water which is used to irrigate a field in Haryana today may have flowed in the Amazon River 100 years ago. The major water sources on the earth are rivers, ponds, springs, and glaciers. Water bodies such as oceans and seas contain salt in the water. Most of the salt present in these water bodies is sodium chloride or common table salt. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered by water. This table shows distribution of water on the earth in present percentage. As you can see, ocean contains about 97.3% of water. This means that 97.3% of the water available on the earth is salt water which cannot be used. A very little amount of water is available for human use. Hence, it is very important to use water judiciously. All of you know that Earth is called a blue planet because the maximum portion of Earth is covered by water. But although in our Earth we can see the water scarcity also. Why? Because the maximum portion of water is the ocean water. It means the saline water. What is saline water? Saline water means how much amount of salt is present. That is salinity. And salinity means if salinity amount is large means the water is saline water, and the ocean water is the saline water because the salt is present. So that's why we can't use the ocean water, and the remaining part of the water is maximum is the ice cover. Ice is present, so ice is also we can't use in our daily life. So very few amount of water we can use as a fresh water. So that's why we can face the water scarcity in our earth. Next is the ocean circulation. All of you know that ocean water is never still. It keeps on moving. So, ocean water movement is categorized into 3 ways. One is waves, second tides, and third ocean currents. Now, we will discuss elaborately the 3 ways of ocean circulation. First one is the ocean waves. What is ocean waves? rise and fall of ocean water alternately at its place is called waves. I hope all of you see in ocean continuously waves are created. All of you know that Earth is called a blue planet because the maximum portion of Earth is covered by water. But although in our Earth we can see the water scarcity also. Why? Because the maximum portion of water is the ocean water. It means the saline water. What is saline water? Saline water means how much amount of salt is present, that is salinity. And salinity means the if salinity amount is large means the water is saline water, and the ocean water is the saline water because the salt is present. So that's why we can't use the ocean water, and the remaining part of the water is maximum is the ice cover. Ice is present, so ice is also we can't use in our daily life. So very few amount of water we can use as a fresh water. So that's why we can face the water scarcity in our earth. Question is, how does the ocean have waves? Answer: when you visit a beach, you enjoy going up and down the waves. Some are light while some are strong and dangerous. The ocean water is constantly moving above the surface as ocean waves and below the surface as currents. We love to play in the ocean waves, love to hear the sound of it, and some even enjoy surfing. But what causes these waves? Causes the ocean wave is caused by winds moving on the surface of the water. The energy in the wind is transferred into the water, thus causing these waves. So basically the ocean waves energy is depends on the only wind. If winds is very strong, so that means the big waves are created. Okay, so tsunami is one of the sea waves. All of you know that the big when in ocean large volume of water waves are created, then it is called the tsunami. Next is tides. What are tides? Tides are the daily rise and fall of Earth's waters on its coastline. As the tide comes in, the level of water on the beach rises, and as the tide goes out, the level of water on the beach goes down. Tides occur in all bodies of water, but they are most noticeable in the ocean and large lakes. Causes of tides. Tides are caused by the interaction of Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Gravity is the reason for tides. Gravity is the force exerted by an object that pulls other objects toward it. There are two types: one spring tide or high tide, second neap tide or low tide. Spring tides are the highest tides and occur when the sun, moon, and earth are aligned. Means at the same line. Okay? Means sun, moon, and earth are situated in the same line. Next is the neap tide. Neap tides are the lowest tides and occur when the sun, moon, and earth are at a 90-degree angle to each other. Next is importance of tides. High tides help in navigation. The high tide also help in fishing. The rise and fall of water due to tides is used to generate electricity in some places like the Gulf of Khambat. Is the ocean currents. Ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite direction. They may be warm or cold currents. Warm currents originate near equator and move towards poles. They bring about warm temperatures over land surface, for example, Gulf Stream. Cold currents originate near poles and move towards tropical or lower latitudes. They bring about coolness over land surface, for example, Labrador Current. In this world map, the blue color arrow denotes the cold current and red color arrow denotes the warm current. Okay, students, so today this chapter is over along with your syllabus also. So if any difficulties or any doubts are there in these two chapters in your syllabus, so please write down in your notebook. Just we will discuss in our online session class. Thank you.